going on, guys? Connor Hansen from Performance Training here, coming at you with another video. I'm here in the Performance Training facility in Pleasant Grove, Utah, right off of Main Street. If you're in the area, Utah County, check us out. Today I wanted to make a video. It's not a question that anybody's asked me. It's just something that's kind of been on my mind as of late, and that has to do with your mind and its influence on your mind and attitude, their influences on your future and what you can make of yourself and what you can become. So I don't know if I've disclosed it on camera or not, but about 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with this thing called osteomyelitis. And what that is it's a bacterial infection that affects the bones. It can happen any bone in your body. I, luckily enough, had it happen in my low back. So for a while, my low back just kind of ached and it was hurt. You know, I had some herniated discs, thought it was just residual from that, until I started getting night sweats and could barely move. It was so painful that getting out of bed was excruciating. You know, it took me like 40, 50 seconds just to go up a couple stairs. I was very, very delicate in how I moved, and I couldn't bend over. My abs wouldn't engage. I couldn't do anything really. I was essentially paralyzed because of the pain. Physically, I could move, but I was paralyzed because of the pain. Thinking that it was an injury that I had had previously, I went back to my sports doctor, who I had seen for my herniated discs about a year before. He couldn't figure it out, so he threw some pills at me, and so I was on some heavy narcotics, muscle relaxers, anti-inflammatories, just trying to regulate the pain. And I would count the hours and count even the seconds until I could take more medication because I was in that much excruciating pain. I then got another MRI because it was so bad, and MRIs are expensive as hell, let me tell you. It was my second one. And the doctor saw it, he sent it to a specialist, the specialist looked at it, I got a phone call saying that I needed to meet with the specialist, that they had kind of like an emergency meeting that I had with him. I sat down with him, he told me it was osteomyelitis in my low back, my lumbar spine, and that it was spreading to my spinal cord, which once it gets there, wreaks all type of havoc and can cause some even more serious permanent damage. So I got a PICC line, which essentially is a IV bag that stays on your arm or stays on your chest depending on where they put it, and it's just like a permanent IV that goes up your arm and into your heart. I still have a scar, can't really see it, but and what my wife and I would call it juicing. I would have to take these really heavy antibiotics every few hours just to get rid of because bone isn't very vascular. It takes a lot of antibiotics to accomplish what needs to happen. And so that messed up my stomach, my GI tract, because antibiotics are really, really hard on your stomach. Eventually I did get rid of the osteomyelitis, and that was about a year and a half ago, like I said, and still to this day, I struggle with back pain. Sometimes it's worse than others. Still trying to figure out. I see chiropractors, I see massage therapists, I see all types of things to try to fix the problem, but I'm coming to the realization that I may have back pain for the rest of my life. But having osteomyelitis, I mean, the odds are astronomical. It's like 1 in every couple 100,000 individuals get it, and of those 1 of the couple 100,000 does it, you know, is it as serious as the case that I had. And so luckily, it just so happened that my life revolves around fitness. I had a dream to open a gym, I had a dream to start a supplement company, I had all of these goals that I wanted to accomplish that back pain, low back pain, serious low back pain would cause a massive hindrance to those goals. Yet, I didn't let that stop me. And I'm not trying to say, hey, here's all the things that I did and, you know, look at me and I'm so great. What I'm saying is, even though someone is in total pain that sometimes consumes their thought processes and everything, that doesn't mean, it doesn't give you any type of excuse to just give up on your goals, to just give up on the things that you're working on, to just kind of sit back and think, oh, woe is me. You know, and it all comes down to how strong are you mentally, because shit's gonna happen to you in life. That's just what life is. Problems are going to arise, unfair things are gonna happen to you, you know, your life isn't gonna be easy peasy, and crap's gonna happen. And the only thing that you have, the only choice that you have is what are you going to do with what is given to you, right? You can sit back and you can, you know, bitch about life and you can, you know, claim the victim, or you can step up, you can rise to the challenge. There's this thing that I learned, this thing that I learned at BYU. I'm still in school, and it's called the hardiness factor. I was learning about it in one of my psychology classes. There's this hardiness factor, and if you don't have hardiness, right, it's the ability to, when shit happens in life, you can do one of two things. You can sit back and you can complain about it, or you can rise to the challenge and you can make it better you know, and it's your decision if you have hardiness or not. You know, somebody that's not born as a leader or as somebody that can make the best out of anything doesn't mean that just because they're not born that way doesn't mean that they cannot become that way. So it's 100% up to you what you make with your life. You can either be the victim for the rest of your life and think, oh, well, it wasn't fair, or oh, this thing happened or that thing happened and these are the reasons I'm not successful. Or you can man the hell up and decide, okay, right now I'm going to change my life. Right now, you know, I want to, in 12 months, or 12 weeks, I want to enter a bodybuilding competition. Okay, I want to lose, you know, X amount of weight before my next company party or before my next high school reunion, or I want to, you know, start a business, or I want to write a book, or all these things that nobody can do for you. You have this idea, oh, I want to write a book. Do you know how many thousands, if not millions of people want to write a book? And not many of them do it because that's as far as it goes, is, oh, I want to write a book, or oh, I have this great idea, or oh, I want to start this company. But then they get stuck into the corporate world where they never really follow their dreams and they think, oh, it's too hard, or oh, I'll do it then, or blah, 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 blah. But ultimately, it comes up to you. We're given one life, right? One opportunity in this world to figure out what the hell you're gonna do with it. And you can either be a loser or you can be a winner. And it's plain and simple. Winners win. Can't explain it any more than that. Winners win, losers lose, and have excuses. That's it. You have to decide if you want to be a loser or if you want to be a winner. And honestly, the choice is yours. This was a super rant. It's just something I've been thinking about. The people need to stop complaining about, oh, well, my dad didn't give me this, or oh, I, you know, fell into this, or my high school was this way, or blah, 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 blah. Millions of excuses. But at some point in life, you have to stop blaming your circumstances and you have to own up to who you are and what you're going to become. That's it. Hope you have a good day.